Hi, ho, he, ha. Good afternoon from London, England. Or should I say good morning or good evening to you. This is your host, your guy himself. It's me again. Welcome back. Welcome back to DLG Reppin. Dele London Guna. Romeo Echo Papa Indigo November. So it's Crystal Palace v Arsenal this evening. So I'll be doing the team news and I'll be watching it on BT Sports. Hey. Anyway, before I get started on my headlines and the transfer gossip, do remember to smash the thumbs up like button as you do. Smash my share button, yeah? Virally. Friends and relatives especially. Remember to flood my comment section. Positive feedback vibes only. Yeah? Remember, your opinions, your thoughts, etc., etc., and etc. And, yes, let's smash that subscribe button for me. Left, right, and center. Galore. In abundance. That's subscribing to DLG Reppin, myself. So, without further ado, let's get into the headlines. Frank Lampard and now Dennis Bergkamp are the latest inductees to the Premier League Hall of Fame. Tottenham Hotspur chairman Daniel Levy says the club has lost its sights of priorities. I'll read into that as well later. And later on, further down the line, Wednesday's transfer gossip. But let's start off with the latest Hall of Famers inductees. As it says in the head title written in yellow, Lampard and Bergkamp added to the Hall of Fame. Frank Lampard and Dennis Bergkamp are the latest players to be inducted to the Hall of Fame, to the Premier League Hall of Fame. The three-time league winner, Lampard, who's 42, played for Chelsea, West Ham and Manchester City, scored 177 goals in 609 games. That's 609 Premier League games for the three clubs that he played for. A record for a midfielder. Arsenal forward Dennis Bergkamp, who is 52, also won 3 league titles, scoring 87 goals in 315 appearances. Dennis Bergkamp was one of the best number 10s ever to grace the Premier League. Maybe some will say the best. If I'm being totally honest, I have to take my Arsenal hat off here. Bergkamp or Cantona. I'm gonna leave that question to the football fans all over the world, especially in this country. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls. Come on, guys. Come on, you football fans. Dennis Bergkamp or Eric Cantona? Your choice. Get back to me in my comment section below. They join Alan Shearer, Thierry Henry, Eric Cantona and Roy Keane as inductees. I have said maybe Cantona edges it over Bergkamp, but, well, as an overall world-class player, you got to give it to Bergkamp. Bergkamp or Cantona? You decide. Frank Lampard, wow. For me, one of the high-scoring midfielders ever to grace the Premier League for West Ham United, Chelsea and Manchester City. And we all know his great days were at Chelsea. And his potential all started when he really shown the talent at West Ham. And then the business end of his football career, I think it ended with Manchester City. And then he went to America. But what a goal-scoring midfield player. He will score goals from distance. There's an amount of long-range goals he scored and arriving late in the box as well. One thing is, he'll never be up there with Gerrard. I don't think he's as up there with Gerrard and Scholes, But one thing I do give Lampard is his ratings. Yeah, people would say he's had Makaleli around him, a bit of Kante there. But for me, when you minus Essien as well and Kante and Makaleli, you will see the player that Frank Lampard was, and you can't take that away from him. And Dennis Bergkamp, well, 11 years at the club for a foreign legion. Hence the reason why there is a statue outside the Emirates Stadium. Proven international footballer with Holland and a bloody great Holland team, and played in, and a true invincible. And I am proud and beyond to say that he, Bergkamp and Vieira are more than welcome to come back as consortiums if Daniel Ek can take over that club and get the money to get the Cronkies out. Anyway, moving on. Spurs lost sight of priorities, says Levy, written in yellow writing. That's a head title. Tottenham Hotspur chairman Daniel Levy says the club has lost sight of some key priorities during construction of the new stadium and the COVID-19 pandemic. Spurs, who reached the 2019 Champions League final, are 6th in the Premier League and battling simply to qualify for a European competition next season. They signed up to the European Super League before withdrawing as the project collapsed. Well, Tottenham, not the only one that should be greatly ashamed of themselves. I won't name the other 5. We have not met our raised expectations on the pitch, said Levy. Well, to an extent, I think he has a point. You know? Or maybe beyond an extent, he is right, because Harry Kane has now come out and publicly stated that he wants to leave. And Daniel Levy, being a stubborn man, he will get as much money for Harry Kane be possible. And we're dealing with Daniel Levy here, yeah? A real shrewd businessman. Been on it for years, and you've got to give him his due. He will hold out for his price assets. If you want them, you pay that going rate. That's Daniel Levy all over. Anyway, moving on to the gossip column. Oh, for flip's sakes. It's a lot of it to read, but I don't think I'll read them all. Chelsea have made contact with Bayern Munich about a move for 32-year-old Polish striker Robert Lewandowski, but the Premier League club faced stiff competition from Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona, according to Sky Sport Germany in German. Well, we've made contact, yeah? Well, it's it could be true. Or it could be false. England striker Harry Kane is eyeing a move worth more than 100 million to Manchester City in the summer after telling Tottenham Hotspur he wants to leave. Manchester United are keeping tabs on the 27-year-old, while Spurs would be reluctant to sell him to London rivals Chelsea. Well, Chelsea and Tottenham, there is no love there. There's no love lost there in abundance. And I mean within abundance. Kane wants to finalise his transfer from Tottenham Hotspur before the start of the Euros 2020 on 11th of June, but Spurs regard that as being impossible. This could really drag on. I don't think it will be. I'll be surprised if Harry Kane, for example, becomes a Manchester City player before the Euro starts. This is going to deadline day. I can see it. It's written all over the pages, deadline day. It's written on the walls, deadline day. For peak's sakes, how dare they? Do excuse me. Kane wants, I've read this one. Tottenham started planning for Kane's exit in February and explored the possibility of signing Indemar Norway striker Erling Braut Haaland from Borussia Dortmund. This is a 20-year-old who could spend how long at Tottenham and not win Sweet FA? Does he want to risk that in his career? No. He wants to make a move. He wants to make if he wants to make a move, Erling Haaland, is to win trophies. That's got to be his next move. His next move has got to be about how many trophies he can win with that new club. Tottenham are a long way off. Ryan Mason as his manager. Do you really think that he's going to inspire him to greatness? Come on. Tottenham Hotspur fans, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, whatever you want to say. Maybe I'm being a little bit harsh because of my Arsenal DNA. And why wouldn't I be? You can say what you want to say about us. You know what's going to come if you do say something. Anyway, Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says he cannot rule out the club signing a striker in the summer, despite Uruguay forward Edison Cavani signing a new deal with the Old Trafford club, written by someone in goal. That's it's called, goal. Yeah. Liverpool were open talks over a new contract with keeper Alisson Becker and midfielder Fabinho during the summer and plan to start discussions with the Brazil pair return for pre-season in July. This is written by someone in the Mail. According to TalkSport, Crystal Palace are in talks with former Chelsea manager and England midfielder Frank Lampard about succeeding Roy Hodgson. That's a young manager in the game. And it could well be that Lampard turns out to be Crystal Palace's next manager. I think the fans are talking about him. Crystal Palace fans, if you're out there and you're listening, are you talking about Frank Lampard becoming your new manager? And would one Crystal Palace fan say that the vast majority of you are behind the idea of Frank Lampard becoming your new manager? Leave it in the comment section below. Former Bournemouth manager Eddie Howe is also high on the list of candidates to replace 73-year-old Hodgson, while Swansea's 41-year-old boss Steve Cooper and Swansea's 41-year-old boss Steve Cooper and Barnsley's French manager Valérien Ismaël are also seen as contenders. This is reported by Sky Sports News. Everton boss Carlo Ancelotti says that any unhappy players at the club can leave. Well, I wonder who that could be, Everton fans. Fill us in by dropping it in the comment section below. Players at the club, while the Italian play down speculation linking him with replacing Zinedine Zidane as Real Madrid manager. Real Madrid have asked club legend and former Spain striker Raul if he would be open to succeeding Zinedine Zidane. Arsenal 32-year-old... Sorry, let me read that again. That's terrible. Arsenal 32-year-old Brazil winger Willian wants to leave for David Beckham's Inter Miami in the United States. This is written by someone in the Sun. I am so hopeful when it comes from the Sun. And believe me, the reports that have been going around on social media, my God, I hope it's true. Luis is set to leave. I hope he follows suit, along with Granit Xhaka as well. My word. It will feel like Christmas has really come early. Barcelona could let Brazilian goalkeeper Neto leave in the summer, with Arsenal interested in resuming their pursuit of the 31-year-old. Mundo Deportivo reporting that one in writing, I believe. Southampton are poised to make a bid for Borussia Dortmund and Denmark midfielder Thomas Delaney, who is 29, according to ESPN. Women's Super League winning manager Emma Hayes is poised to sign a new Chelsea contract, according to the Telegraph. Well, I wish her all the best, and let's hope she continues her good work, because she has done an exceptional job at Chelsea with the women's team. being crowned champions, and they're having a good time with it. Aston Villa have made contact with representatives of Bordeaux's Mendy Serkane, having followed the Algeria winger closely for a number of months. And there's Leeds United news here. Leeds fans, Leeds United have been linked with Hertha Berlin's 21-year-old Brazilian forward, Matheus Cunha. I think that's how you pronounce his name, who has also attracted interest from Napoli, Atalanta, and Monaco. Leeds Live, Leeds Live, that's a local newspaper there. Southampton are lining up Reims left back Ghislaine Conan as a replacement for defender Ryan Bertrand, whose contract expires in the summer. Aston Villa have also been linked with the Ivory Coast defender. The Saints could also make a move for Lazio's 26-year-old Albanian goalkeeper Thomas Strakusha. Well, Southampton fans, how much knowledge do you have on this goalkeeper from Albania by the name of Thomas Strakusha? According to Toto Mercato Web. Right. Let's have another read here. Chelsea have also shown. Oh, hang on. Chelsea want Atalanta's 28-year-old Ukraine midfielder Ruslan Milinovsky, who is also a transfer target for Inter Milan and Paris Saint-Germain. This is coming from the Sun. Chelsea have also shown interest in Wolfsburg French centre-back Maxence Lecroix. If I pronounced that name right, probably butchered it up. Sky Germany. Arsenal have made an inquiry. Arsenal have made a 17.2 million bid for 23-year-old Norway midfielder Sander Berg, but Championship-bound Sheffield United want at least 25.8 million and a sell-on fee. This is written by someone in London.football. This is coming from another online website. Defender Diego Dallo wants to end his time with Manchester United and join AC Milan on a permanent deal when his loan contract at the San Siro expires in the summer, according to Calcio Mercato. I'm going to read one more here, and it says here, Lazio are in advanced talks with Inter Milan's 32-year-old Italy defender Danilo De Ambrosio, who is out of contract with the Serie A champions at the end of the season. Toto Mercato, an Italian newspaper. I don't know too much about the player. I might have seen him in glimpses, but can't say I've seen him play live, if I'm being totally honest. So it's the end of the headlines and the transfer gossip. So I'm coming to the end of this video recording, and I would like to thank all the ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, without fail, thank you all for always putting up with me. I'll be back for Crystal Palace v Arsenal team news, where I'll give you the starting 11, the formation, and the 9 substitutions. Well, it ain't going to be, I don't think it's not, I know it's not going to be the team that I would go with, but what can I say? So, what can I say? This is the end. I'm out of here. Peace, love, and bless again. Be good to yourself. Be good to your neighbours, your friends, your relatives. Be good to, just be good all round, and stay safe. And I did say I'll be back later on. Other than that, smash the thumbs up like button. Smash the share button for me, please, all over. Please share it to your friends and your relatives. I'd really appreciate it. I always say this, and I'll always say this because I appreciate it if you can all hit the comment section by flooding it with positive feedback. All you have to do is just give me your opinion, your own personal thoughts, etc. And smash that subscribe button for me, left, right, and centre galore. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you later on. Other than that, I would say enjoy the match, but there's nothing to enjoy from an Arsenal fan perspective. So it is what it is. Take care from me, DLG Reppin. Be nice.